Moving on to Kenya, it's heartbreaking that once again Al-Shabaab terrorist group attacked the people of Kenya. They went to a popular hotel, Dusit 2 Hotel. They killed 21 people, they injured 28 others. This is so unfortunate. I'd like to express my deepest condolences to the people of Kenya during this time, especially everyone that lost someone in the attack. The hotel is very popular among foreigners, so not just Kenyans were at the hotel, there were foreigners among them. One of the gunmen actually blew himself up, and workers said that one of them had been frequenting the hotel for the last 3 months. They had no idea that they were planning a terrorist attack.
One of the militants had frequently visited Dusit D2 for the last 3 months, being twice or thrice a week. Most times he would be in the company of friends and will always find a new place to sit within the hotel. Be it the main restaurant, the bar area, or even the swimming pool area, the militant will make himself comfortable before making his order.
Wow, that's scary. But I also like to praise the Kenyan security operatives because of how they handled this thing. I like to praise the Kenyan government and everyone who helped because they were able to rescue more than 700 people that day. Do you know that if this had happened in some other countries, the casualty would have doubled or even tripled? Even before the ambulances arrived, bikers were stopping to take people that were at the gate, people that had been wounded but they made it out. They were taking them to the hospital. And we were able to know this because journalists arrived there within 5 to 10 minutes that the shooting started. That's impressive.
Msaidia huyu, please mpeleke hospitalini, please, amepigwa risasi.
And within a few minutes, plainclothes police officers arrived with weapons.
We now have police officers from different units advancing into the area of the hotel. We're going to try and follow them as far as we can. We can still hear gunfire. Can you?
Man, I respect Kenyan journalists risking their lives. And once the policemen arrived, those who were hiding started coming out one by one, and the police were escorting them to safety. Also, within 30 minutes of the attack, uniformed officers arrived. They brought adequate weapons. They even brought bulletproof vehicles, which allowed them to get closer to the shooters, and it also allowed them to save many people. Even as the shooting was going on, you could see more and more journalists standing side by side with the police.
This isn't safe, my guy. That part isn't safe.
And then, of course, the soldiers arrived. They were all so coordinated.
Get down! Get down! Get down! Let's go!
They jumped.
You jumped?
Yeah.
All right, don't worry. The police are here.
Now, those were tears of joy because they knew that if the police and the soldiers didn't show up on time, that they could have died. It's a huge hotel with complexes and offices, so the gunmen were going from door to door, from building to building. They were just shooting people randomly. Even as the shooting was going on, you could see ambulances taking the injured people.
Civilians, including journalists, helped whisk survivors to safety, while also aiding them to get into ambulances for quick medical attention.
Honestly, that's impressive. Also, the shooters had thrown an unexploded grenade, and police quickly cordoned off that area, which also saved more lives because everyone was rushing to get out. So someone could have easily stepped on the grenade, but because they cordoned off the area, they were able to save lives. And then the Air Force came with helicopters. In fact, I heard that even some of the officers that were attached to the presidency went to join in the rescue effort. And all 5 gunmen were killed by security operatives during the rescue effort. At some point, I counted at least 16 ambulances waiting to take injured people to the hospital.
Okay.
Wow. Did you see that? Honestly, Kenyans value the lives of their people. The Kenyan government, the Kenyan policemen, the soldiers, they value the lives of their people. I'm sorry that I keep going back to Nigeria, but I wish that our own government will also value the lives of our people like this. I wish the soldiers, the policemen would be well equipped. All the robberies that go on in Nigeria, the attacks by Boko Haram, by herdsmen, imagine if our soldiers and our policemen are coordinated like this. They would have saved so many lives. Needless to say, it was a traumatic experience for those who survived.
So they came and found us there. They shot at us like point blank. Pow, pow, pow. As we speak, I just don't want to be alone, because when you are alone, the scenes repeat itself. You hear something fall down, it takes you back to the bullets. You hear someone shouting, takes you back to those crying.
Wow, I can only imagine. Now, huge kudos to everyone that helped in the rescue effort. It went on till night. There was one woman who was a hotelier who brought food for the policemen, the volunteers, and the first responders.
Grace Wambui Odongo, her hotelier, has won the admiration of many for her rare noble gesture of providing food alongside University of Nairobi's catering department for security personnel in the operation.
I've gone through it.
That's wonderful. To all the journalists who risked their lives to get us the news, to all the bikers who took people to the hospital, all the plainclothes policemen and all the uniformed policemen, the soldiers, the Air Force, the bystanders, the survivors who helped other survivors, and those who brought food and drinks. Thank you so much, you guys. This is how to fight terrorism together as a nation. You guys don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real.
Ni fahari yetu, undugu ndio nguvu.